Yep.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We might have someone pop in here in the market center soon, but we can catch them up later on. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna share my screen. Feel free to just pop questions into the chat, or you can just come off mute and interrupt as I'm going. If you have questions as I'm going, that's totally fine. And then you can see my screen perfect. All right, so today we're gonna go over design. So I'm gonna go over the designs applet in command. Just kind of a quick touch-up overview. And then Melissa is gonna come up and go over Canva if that is your choice to use that for your designs or if you want to look into it. So here on the home page, it's just got a little snippet of everything, but here's a designs update. They always put like new updated ones, or it's Halloween coming up, so they have this, and eventually they'll have Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just something that you can look at and preview some featured ones. But if we come on over to designs, a couple of things to touch on first. Up here is the notification bell. If you didn't know that, if it has a red dot, you have a notification. Make sure you're checking those just for anything. And then over here, the red KW, you can click that and this expands, makes it a little easier to see once when you're still learning them and once you don't have them memorized. But once we're in designs here, you can see this is my one that I've created before, but any of them that you click on or use will show up here. And so that's useful for when you just create them and want them at a future time, or if you want to reuse them and just edit a couple things on them. But you can import designs, which is super nice. So you can bring in different PDFs or different designs that you've created maybe in the past or on different places, but you can just click and drag and drop, or you can just get them off of your computer. Super easy, and then you can edit them in here. And then using a template, it's the same as clicking here. And then you can start from blank. That's totally up to you. And then you can just add in whatever you want. But there's lots and lots and lots of templates to use, which are right here. First, a great thing to do is right here in assets. You have to do it from here to put your assets in. And then every time you create a design, you'll be able to come on in. With your assets, you'll be able to have certain things every single time. So if you like certain colors, then down to images. So I just have my headshot. If you're creating a flyer or a social media ad and you put your face down in the right corner with your information or something, this will always be here. So you don't just have to get it off your computer. Same with text. So you can come over here and create a new field for individual things, or you can just create one and put all your stuff in there. So I just put my name, number, and email. And so anytime I create a design, I can just click on this, it'll populate it right on there, and I can format it and put it wherever I want. Same with logos. So if you have a team logo or the realtor logo, you can add these in. I just have all the KW select ones. If you don't have these, just let me know and I can send you an email with a zip file with all of these. And then, there's elements. You can, if you have videos for some of your social posts that you always want, you can put them here. Same with files. So that's super useful to have, just so you can, every time you create a design in here, you have that stuff ready for you. So now if you go into the templates, as you can see on the left, there's a lot of different types for your advertising purposes. So just one for an app, but as you can see going across the top here, there's postcards. Social is for social media. So it's just the way they're formatted or the way they look or their shape and size. Listing has a whole bunch, but as you go, you can look at all the different types. And so these are just the basic templates, so you don't have to start from scratch. But I'm going to go ahead and just go into one and kind of show you the different features that you can use inside. So these are all just basic ones, but you're able to edit everything in here. So you can come down here and download them for use, but if you want to edit them, you have to click the use button. And now when it brings you in here, I always find it helpful. You just name it up here. So we'll just call this one test one, and then here's the different features you can use. So in the images, this is what I was talking about with the my assets. So if you set those up right away, every time you come in here, my assets is going to have my picture, and then whichever ones you want to have in here, they'll be in here every single time. And so you don't want things like different pictures of houses and different listings that you have, because they'll populate every time. There's a different place for that. But you can also add images from different places off your computer, from Facebook, wherever you have them. And then the text, you can add text box and add places to put text. But my assets is right here. So if I wanted to put this in, you can. How zoomed in is that?
So Noah, could they upload some of their listing photos and
Yep.
insert them right in there?
Yep, that's right here.
Oh, awesome.
And you want that in work, right? Do you want to be under workspace for that? Rather than or where do you want to be when you upload the photos?
I'll show you that right here. It's the KWLS.
Okay.
And so I'll show you text first. So if it's my assets, as you can see, this is just the basic one here. When you click and highlight this, I can hover over this, and this little icon is to replace it. So it just replaces it, and then my information's right here. So then if I wanted to go back to images and my assets, if I have this clicked on, I can just come right here and replace my image. And now, you format it. Same with the logo. I could go here, find a logo. And I did that one wrong, and it's the wrong one anyway, but it's that simple. You can just swap the stuff out. You can also drag and drop right on top of here. And then elements was shown earlier, different things that you could have with your designs if you prefer. But then right here is the KWLS. And so there's a couple ways to get to this. But if you just click on it, you can search for any listings. And obviously there's a couple different ways to search. But if this was the address for yours, the little mountains are just no images. But if I selected this one here, if this was my listing, all the pictures will populate. It takes a second, but then once they do, I can go ahead and I can either drag and drop them here, and then it just populates in where that picture was in the same format, or I can click it. Once it's highlighted, I can come here and replace it. And then also you can do it for the background. So add an image, we'll just throw it in, but this is the background. So it'll be the whole background of your design here. And so this happens with any listing that's on the KWLS, but then it's the same thing with the listing details. So as you can see right here on this example, there's the beds, the square footage, and the price. When you click, when you have in the KWLS, the specific address, you can come to listing details, and then it has everything right there. So you can just click the plus button and it'll add it in. But if you highlight it, then you can switch it in. So if you wanted, just the price there, you can throw that in. But then you can just add whatever you want. If you want the beds, the bathrooms, you can just add it right in, drag and drop. You have to format it a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't say everything, but you can go ahead and type right on this. You can change all the font size, the colors and everything up here, just like you would with like Word when you're typing out documents. So it's pretty user friendly. You just have to be careful about your format and everything. This one looks a little funny because I made the whole background the pool, but you can drag these all around. You can crop, you can format, which is super nice. You can also order it if you wanted to, but you can share it to whatever platform, or you can download it. So I'm actually going to download this one to show PDF. It tells you what types. If you're running a smart plan and you want your design in your smart plan on an email, this is how you can do it. So you either need a PNG or a JPEG. So I'll just do this and do a quick download. It'll come down here. I'm done. And so you can see it'll generate right here. And so this will just where it'll be. And I'll show you how to put that in a smart plan real quick. If you come over here to create design, it'll prompt you to choose which one you want. So But the KWLS right here, if you check this box, that's where it'll populate beforehand if you don't want to type it in when you're making it. So if I just did a social one and continued, it'll make me type it in right here. And over here, if you want only your listings, if you have listings that populate on your command, you can just search yours. But if you do all listings, then they pop up. You can see who the agent is and the address. And then if you do click this, it'll just bring you right back to the same page where we were. But it'll only be under a social post. So how I clicked on the listing drop down on the left side. Oh, you can actually choose here. So it'll be that same address. So it'll already have those pictures for you, but then you just pick whichever one you want for, you know, if you're doing a luxury or lead generation or for your buyer, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and click on these and then put it into the same as what we just did for your design. So now with this one that I got here and I downloaded it here, I'll just show you how to do the smart plan real quick. So if you were doing a smart plan and you already had your smart plan in here, if you don't know how to do that, let me know. We covered it last week, but I'd be glad to meet with you one-on-one for that. So we want to go in and edit our smart plan to have the email how we want. I already have a smart plan with emails. So this is the simple email, as you can see right here. If I wanted a design email, I'd have to go in and select it. And then there's a whole bunch of designs. These under my designs are the ones I've clicked before. So you can figure out, you know, there's classic ones. You can get a little preview here if you click on it. So it's similar to every, you know, type email that you've gotten before where it's pictures and you scroll with it. The smart plans, a couple little details like this will auto populate and everything. So I'll actually select this template. So if I wanted this to be my smart plan email that will go out when people are subscribed to my smart plan, I can come in here and I can add an image to wherever I'd like. And then this is where I can put in my new design. So if I added images, I can just drag and drop this one in. If I saved it to my computer, I can just click here and I can go get it off my computer. But since I drag and drop, I can click on it, save it, and now it's in there. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously. I just really hope yours is prettier than mine. I did it pretty quick and just showed you how to throw in pictures, and my name is obviously not Lisa Johnson. But then if you didn't want this stuff that's already in here, you can go in and delete everything if you like the words and you just want to reword it. But that is the simple way to get your design that you created into your smart plan. What you can't do is create a design here and just have it in here. It's a lot more difficult. So I just suggest going into designs, creating it there, and then downloading it or saving it. And then you can come in here and put it in. If you want, you can literally just delete everything out if that's all you wanted. And then all of this down here will auto-populate. So if you click here, you can see the preview. This is what it would look like. And then down here, it says my name. Like I don't have a team logo, so I'd want to delete that out, but that is how you get it on a smart plan. Do you guys have any questions about how I made the design, how I imported it into the smart plan, or just creating it in general?
Making those through the KWLS is how you want to start, right? Create it through that. Or is the KWLS what pulls it up? Like pulls up the pictures from MLS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's rating designs.
Yeah.
And so you're able to, if you create the design, you have to check this little box here to have it right away when you go in.
Oh,
But
okay.
you don't have to check that box. If you just went in and imported, you're like, oh, I'm not even importing, you can just click on templates, how I went originally, and then pick any template you want. So if you're doing it for a listing, doing it for a buy, there's one for lead generation right here. Just different collections. Holidays are super updated now. They just put this in like less than a month ago. So if you just come into October where we are now, it's going to be like a lot of holiday one, boss days in October. So they have the different holidays for each month. And so if you were just doing a little client relationship type advertising, They have all the different stuff for the months. So just something to kind of go play around with, where you can figure out different ones that you like. But you can also start from scratch, and then just make sure when you are picking, so like some of them have a lot more options, social media ones, a door hanger. If you have like an open house or something and you want like a bifold pamphlet or a trifold one, when you click on them, they'll look just how you'd split it and fold them. So a whole bunch of different options, and they have almost everything. I believe you can search up here for different templates. I know they also have like presentations on here. So a listing presentation, you can make those in here too. Some just templated ones that you can go in and edit yourself as well. All right. If you guys don't have any more questions for me now, you can either email, call me, set up a one-on-one with me, and we can go over this or anything else with Command. But that's just kind of a quick little overview of designs and how you can use them. And I will stop sharing now, and Melissa is going to come up and go over Canva.
Oh, I know it's Spanish.
Oh,
Is there a
no.
button to switch?
There are some in Spanish.
Hi, you guys. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to hop on. I do kind of want to show you another fun option. I know Noah kind of covered designs in Command. And the nice thing is that's an all-in-one tool. So you can easily create a design right there, import it and pop it into a smart plan. I just want to show you another great tool that I've used over the past couple of years. It's called Canva. How many of you are familiar using it? No. Austin or Devin, are you familiar?
Abby's shown it to me in the in our trainings, but I really haven't gone into it at all.
Dived into it?
I'm not familiar with it at all.
Awesome. Well, if you guys are close by on your computer, feel free to open up a new browser. And I'm going to start sharing my screen here as well. So you'll just want to go to canva.com. And this will just be for designs only. It won't be for, a part of your smart plan. You can take that design, save it, and upload it into a smart plan. But you'll be prompted to create an account. There's two ways you can do it. You'll have the option to have a free account. If you choose that, you won't get as many of the design options. We pay a monthly fee. It's probably about $12 to get unlimited designs. So that would be an option if you want to do that. You would just sign up with your email and create a password. We've got an unlimited account, so we can access all of the design templates. And I kind of wanted to show you, I don't use Command Designs as much. I mostly use Canva, but you do have the option when you create that account. There are a lot of features right here at the top. You'll see templates, features, and learn. The Learn tab gives you the opportunity to view videos on how to design and get started in Canva. Under features, it gives you photos, icons, apps, ways to explore. And right underneath templates, this is really fun. This is where the magic happens. You can actually create, cards, postcards, business cards, flyers, like even open house flyers, new listings, and even brochures and newsletters. So if we go to business cards, for example, it will prompt all of these options depending on what industry you're in. And you can go ahead and type in real estate. It'll go ahead and give you options for business cards and allow you to create from any of those templates. I actually think this one's kind of fun. You can go ahead and click customize this template. Once you do, it'll open up and give you the option to update and make those changes on there. So let's do Wendy, for example. So we'll go ahead and update her name. Up here, you'll see different font styles, and then you'll see the sizes. You can bold it. You can even change the color on there. So let's go ahead and make it a little smaller. I kind of like the script on there, so I might leave it, or I might look for another option that might be easier to read. So it's a pretty interactive tool. You can easily go ahead and make changes. And right along here, you'll see even more templates, elements, uploads, photos. They have photos already built into Canva. You can add text, change the background, and even create a logo here. So since we're creating a business card for Wendy, I'm going to go ahead and find her photo. I think I've got her saved.
She's cuter. Let's just keep her on.
There's Wendy.
I need a new headshot, so let's just.
And the nice thing is you can actually upload any photos from your personal computer by clicking upload media. And then you'll just go ahead and you'll find where you have that saved. Since I have Wendy's photo already in there, all I have to do is drag it and slide it in there. And do you see how it's off-centered? You can even slide it over right away and just click done. And we'll just want to update the side to see Keller Williams select. And then let's do
612-418-5658. Wendy Woodbury. It's just, Wendy Woodbury.
that KW.
Yep.
And do you just want our office address? So we'll go ahead and pop the office address in here. Do you know your Keller Williams website?
It's just Wendy Woodbury. Is it KW or .kw.com?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
So you see how easy that was? All you have to do is create it and update even the font and the photo that's in there. Let's say you're not really a fan of the colors. you can go ahead and change the background and it will curate it to what's in the photo and suggest background colors. So we could easily update it to that. And then update this one to so you can easily play around with this tool. So this is one option for business cards. Another one I want to show you guys though would be, saved it right in here. So I just went to templates and I looked for new listing and I found this really fun template, just listed. I'm gonna make it a little bigger though. I find Canva a little easier to use and replace photos and fonts. So let's say, Wendy, did you have a listing recently? Was it this one right here?
That's one of mine. I think we just closed on that one yesterday, but.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. So I went to the MLS and I kind of want to show you guys how to create, let's say she just listed this property. And we want to create a just listed flyer. We can go ahead and save these photos. Just gonna put them in. Take a couple fun ones. Do some. And I'm gonna hop back over to just listed flyer and go to uploads on the side. And I can add in my downloaded photos by dragging them over into the library. Oh. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop in those photos. I really like the font the way it is. And let's go ahead and update this address to
You put three.
perfect.
360.
So street
Street, yeah, I
And
mean,
then-
360.
with that.
Mhm.
Okay. And this is the fun part where you can really create and add the details you want about the home right there. For example, they put a medium-sized home with minimalist design, vibrant colors. This home is perfect for you, you know, if you want something new and fresh in this city. So Wendy obviously has it listed. Let's go get her headshot here. I know, I just saw her. So I'm going to drag her photo over. update her name, update her email. What was your
612-418-5658.
And then, do you remember how many?
It was a 2 and 2. Yeah, underground parking's the one. Garage, I think that's what that means.
You see how easy that is, you
Mhm.
guys? And then, so if you're ready and you kind of like the look of it, if you don't want to change any of the colors or the photos, you would click this down arrow. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry about that, you guys. It's just right here. And it's gonna suggest a PNG or a JPEG. Usually if you're posting on social media, you could do a JPEG or a PNG. I usually go with PNG, it's a higher quality. And the resolution just shows up a little better. But let's say you wanna, print out flyers. I'd go with a PDF print or a PDF standard. The most suggested version would be a PDF print. So let's just create a PNG and download it. And then all you would have to do, let's say you are going to email this out to other agents or clients. And you usually just pop it right in the email as a PNG file, but if you want to attach it as a PDF so that they can print it, you would just click the attached files. You can also take that PNG and add it into your smart plan into Command as well. There's a way to do that, right, Noah?
That's what I should want.
Yeah.
So they
Awesome.
can do it from here, they just have to upload it from their computer.
So if you prefer Canva and you want to create your designs there, you'll just be able to upload it right into Command. The other one that I wanted to show you guys. You can even create open house flyers right through Canva. This is another great option too. So if Wendy had an open house at that listing that we just created, she can take those photos and just pop them right into that flyer. And we'll go ahead and update her info. And I'm going to update the address on here. And then you pop in the city. in the state. And then you can even update, when it's happening, like it could very well happen this Saturday, and you can just update it there and download it the same way. So usually in Canva, it only takes me about like 5 to 10 minutes to create a design because it's so user friendly, and you can search for any kind of template that you want. So even, let's go to flyers, and it'll prompt, anything that you're looking for, and even something for an Instagram post, a Facebook post, postcard, flyer. So you can narrow down your search that way. Do you guys have any questions at all? Looks like Devin has to hop off. Austin, do you have any questions?
None that come to mind.
Awesome. So what's your opinion? Do you think you would rather use Canva or Designs in Command? Or maybe some of each?
I think that Canva's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna try it out. I'll probably play with both a little bit more before I make any big decisions.
Yeah, definitely. The nice thing is with Canva, you can start the free version. But once you pay, the $12 a month, you get unlimited designs and unlimited tools in there. So that's the nice thing.
What do you mean by the unlimited? Because they already give us, so do they give you more examples and stuff or?
Yeah,
Okay.
once you create like the free version, it'll show you all of the designs, but some will be blocked out. Where
Got
you
it.
won't be able to access them.
So probably that just listed because I
Mhm.
looked through and I was like, I don't see that just
Yeah.
listed. Because it is not a free design. Got it. Okay.
So we do a lot of our market center awards and agent recognition through there. I just really like how it works, and it's really easy to use. So yeah, I hope I added value to your guys' day and your business. But I'd love to set up a one-on-one too. If you want to spend a little more time digging into it, feel free to let me know.
Yeah, no, that helps.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, no problem. Again, reach out if you have any questions. I'd love to share like more of my knowledge with it. So absolutely.
Will do. Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. Well, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Yeah, I like Canva. Well,